Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome back to the channel, and we have had some fantastic news for those of you who love the Fenix Airbus A320 family of aircraft. A dying question lots of you have asked over the years: will the Fenix team ever turn their hand to make it an Airbus NEO variant? Well, it seems that those questions have indeed today been answered, and the answer is yes. Later this year, the 2025 roadmap from Fenix have now confirmed that they have made a NEO variant of their popular Airbus A320. Now, the Fenix team have also announced some other news, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's concentrate on the fact that they have now created a NEO variant of the A320 aircraft, and this is hopefully going to be released later this year. Now, I am sure there will be many of you not really too interested about this news and sat there thinking, well, great, another Airbus aircraft in an already saturated Airbus A320 market. But for those of you like me who love delving into the nitty-gritty and individualities of these particular aircraft, I find this fantastic news because the CAO, the IEE and the NEO engines, they are all different, and as such it also means that the aircraft systems are different as well, meaning that in the real world these are things that the pilots do have to think about. Now, of course, if you're type rated on the A320, you're type rated to fly all variants of the aircraft, which means that you need to be across the subtle differences that can affect flying these aircraft differently on a day-to-day basis. But also, let's just start with the news that this new NEO variant is solely a Fenix aircraft. It is no longer part of ProSim, which the previous aircraft was. And of course, this means that it is just Fenix, and they have spent a lot of time really delving down into things like the ECAM, which, let's face it, there are a lot of ECAM messages in an Airbus aircraft, so this has been a lot of work. The team have always said they weren't going to create a NEO aircraft because of the work that would need to go into recreating all the ECAM messages and things, but it turns out that actually they found that they are going to be able to do this, and so they're happy to proceed with creating this new variant. And as I said earlier, for those who love to get involved in the nitty-gritty of the differences between these two different engine variants, well, they really have gone all out. Every single sensor, valve, generator, pump, switch, button, everything on the aircraft has been fully redone, and the aircraft has obviously had to learn how to operate him like a NEO aircraft rather than the older CAO. As they say in their press release, this isn't just a CEO with a face mask, this is a new aircraft, and it has been fully rewired to behave like a NEO variant. And of course, if that wasn't enough, they also plan on releasing the Airbus A321 NEO variant, which is the aircraft lots of airlines now also fly transatlantic. Just as a little difference off the top of my head for things that are different between the NEOs and the CEOs, for example, the Airbus A321's NEO's flare logic is completely different to that of the A320 that we know today. Basically, you don't get that nose lowering that many of you will be familiar with when passing around 30 feet. So therefore, you are going to have to learn how to flare differently depending on which variant you're going to be flying, which is again true to life. Now, the NEO variants will be a brand new standalone product, but for those of you who currently already own the Fenix CEO variants, the initial aircraft released, do not worry, because as well as the developments that have gone into the NEO aircraft with new modern ECAMs and the computer systems as the Airbus family has improved with technology, they have also continued to work side by side with their CEO aircraft, meaning when the NEO gets released, the CEO will also be benefiting from a big update, which will be free to existing customers. Now, just quickly going back to the CEO Fenix aircraft, that is actually based upon quite an old aircraft in terms of its logic, ECAMs and things. And so what they are doing is also giving you a surprise third aircraft thrown in here. For those of you who decide to own both their CEO and NEO products. They are basically going to give you the option of this third airplane, which is going to be a modernized CEO. So as exciting as this news is, let's have a look at some of the other things which are going to be coming a little bit sooner. First of all, they have what they call their big Fenix update. That should hopefully be coming as soon as the next couple of weeks as they push this. And this update will bring the A319 Sharklet version. And now finally, for one of the best things to happen for the Fenix family of aircraft, the one thing that has prevented this aircraft being as true to life as it possibly could be is the fact that if you've watched our live streams, when we're doing the pre-flight briefing, we talk about the aircraft and the tech log and things that are broken, every single time we have to mention the weather radar. The weather radar is in-op. Well, guess what? Fenix have built one. The team state that they were of course hoping that it would eventually come down the line from Azobo and just be a little bit more native in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it seems that that is just not happening, and so they had to grab the bull by the horns and they have built one themselves. They say it was painful but necessary, and I have to agree with them. It is one of the most key things that you need when flying aircraft as true to life as possible. You need that weather radar. Let's face it, now here in the UK, summer is just around the corner and those build-ups are going to be waiting for us. This too will be coming out in the next update. Next, let's talk about flaring and the ground effect that comes with it. The team haven't always been happy with the landing and flare effect of their A320 aircraft, and they'd be the first to admit this. Lots of people as well also have never really found the Fenix aircraft comfortable to land, so they went back to the drawing board and actually they analysed around 800,000 in real life touchdowns from their aircraft, and they have got this data from real-world digital flight data recorders and being able to look at what pilots are doing in the real aircraft with their side stick during those final few feet in order to mimic that in the Fenix aircraft. That means that this, tested by real-world Airbus pilots, is now probably as close as we are ever going to get on a home desktop simulation to landing this amazing aircraft at home in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hours and hours of work will have gone into this, so huge thank you to them for looking at this particular point, because let's face it, after a 3-4 hour flight or even a short flight, the last thing you want to do is mess up your landings. Hopefully this is going to be the thing lots of you have been hoping for. For those of you using Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, well then, big things are also on the horizon. The EFB will now be capable of showing the Lido charts natively, which are as standard in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, so that is a huge update for the EFB. The walk around will also be simulated for Flight Sim 2024 customers, and you can do things like open up the panels. They have a working fuel gauge refueling panel as well, and you know the kind of details the Fenix team like to go into. If you are not parked on a level surface, then that is going to affect how the fueling panel reads the fuel. Also, the chocks that you've got as well. If you are parked up and you can place the chocks the wrong side with the wheels, it's going to be rather embarrassing because that aircraft is going to roll away. I'm sure that's never happened in real life, but the fact that this is now also something brought into Flight Sim 2024 from the Fenix team, I think that is an incredible little piece of detail for those of you really wanting to delve into the life of a real-world pilot at home. And for those of you who are obsessed with the sounds of the aircraft, a new sound set is also coming up with the latest release. So lots more to talk about closer to the time, but I'd love to know what you guys think about everything announced in this video. What's your favorite part? Is it the weather radar? Is it the NEO variants coming from the Fenix team? I'm basically excited by all of them. As you know, this channel, we're primarily Airbus A320 family flying, so this is a huge exciting update for me personally. Would love to hear your thoughts and look forward to reading those in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. A massive thanks to the Fenix team for all the work that they are doing. Big thumbs up to them. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, and of course if you are new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any of our future videos and of course live streams. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye for now.